One very scary realization is that everything affects everything. And when all this is happening, and most of the times we're not really aware of these things, we are unconscious of what is happening when everything is affecting everything. There's so many things that are affecting you right now as we speak. There's so many things that are coming into effect as I speak, things that are maybe affecting the reason why I'm speaking, the reason why I decided to speak, and how I'm speaking, and when I'm speaking. All these things have their causes somewhere. And there is most of the times an element of unconsciousness as to what is happening, what is affecting us. I was this morning studying, doing my daily study of the Kaibalion, and I realized there are so many things that are happening that we are not in conscious awareness of. Welcome back. I'm Win. This is the Healing Center. As we are still talking about healing, we are sharing our stories in this series about healing, and maybe we'll share some healing, if you know what I mean. But just as I was saying, earlier on, I was studying the Kaibalion, which exposes the seven hermetic principles, the seven hermetic laws of which are generally the laws of the universe. And there is this one particular law, which is the law of cause and effect. Yes, there is also just a little bit of that element in the law of vibration and also in the law of polarity. But the law of cause and effect um, says that there is an effect to everything, there is a cause to every effect, and every effect has a cause. My silver, if you call it gray beard, there's a cause for that, behind that. The color of my skin, the texture of my skin, my voice, the tone of my voice, or the texture, whatever you call it, either way how you describe my voice. And you being the one listening or watching this, listening to or watching this video also, there's a cause to that. And the effect is what we normally experience. But oftentimes we are not always aware of the causes of these things that are happening now, stuff that we're experiencing. I would love to call these the subtle transactions. Just as with communication, Dennis McKell says you cannot not communicate. And just as that, also it happens in vibration. You cannot not vibrate energy. You cannot not transact some energy. Every time, everything is transacting with everything. That is why the trees outside, we are often told that our lungs are on those leaves because we are transacting with the trees. The trees are giving us oxygen and we're giving them carbon dioxide. And there's some latent processes that are happening in the tree, just as much as there's billions of stuff that is happening within yourself. Every cell operates like the biggest city that you can ever think of in this world. Just one cell, which is a tiny thing that you cannot even see with your naked eye. But there is always some subtle transactions. Those cells, remember, cells are transacting as well. This hand is transacting with the atmosphere, the lower, upper, and middle, and everything that is happening, or everything that exists. Your eyes, your ears, your lips, your everything is in transaction. There is exchange somewhere, and most of the exchange is latent, as in is hidden. We are not aware of what is happening. And Healing is all about understanding this and coming to the realization that there is always a law to everything that is happening. There is always a law, and for everything that is happening as well, there is always a higher law. So if something is impacting you negatively, always understand that there is a higher law. And if you use that higher law, almost like against this lower law, you escape the effects, especially the negative effects of the lower law. Just as well as even if it's a good experience, always understand that there's something higher than that, and keep moving higher until you are one with the overall law, the highest law. And that's why some of the times they call you a law unto yourself, because now you've transcended all the lower laws. So the trick is transition. You hear so much about this in this healing series, because transcending the lower laws is all about, actually healing is all about transcending the lower laws, using or utilizing the higher laws. You keep moving higher, you keep vibrating higher. That's why you need to understand the law of vibration as well, that everything vibrates. Your thoughts are vibration, and they attract the thoughts of the similar or equal vibration or frequency. So if you understand these laws, then it becomes easy for you to then say, okay, this is the situation now. So how do I move out of this situation? You always, if you want to move positively, you have to vibrate higher. For example, if let's say you've been laboring without any really sign of prosperity in your life, and there is a law, the law of least effort. Use that law of least effort, and you realize that you're not even supposed to be laboring. Hard work is important, hard work is valuable, but then the law of least effort is what brings you abundance. And there's also worrying. Sometimes, especially when you've done the work and now you start worrying about the outcomes, there is the law of detachment, which is higher than the worrying. And so you are transcending the worrying, and you detach. Prosperity always follows you. And there is the law of karma as well. Karma, you just vibrate higher than your past. And also you detach yourself from the past and you let go. And that's a higher law, and that's healing. And you're looking at things like poverty, want as well, wretchedness and stuff. What laws can you apply on things such as poverty and want? You apply the law of pure potentiality, the fact that the potential, you are pure potentiality, as in there's infinite opportunities and possibilities within yourself. You transcend poverty, you transcend wretchedness, you transcend want. And then also laziness, things, small things that are happening in your life, and then you look at so the way how lazy you are, and so you need some motivation, but then you utilize maybe the law of intention, because oftentimes people are just wondering, but they're just wondering, they're not specific. But if you apply the law of intention, it is when now you are transcending the issues such as laziness. So these are the subtle transactions until such a time when you start being aware, you start being conscious, you start being woke. You then begin the journey towards healing, which is also transformation. I am Ngobawin on I Am Wealthy. This is the Healing Center series. Please, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, like, share, and also comment. Let's grow this community. But here is to your healing. Namaste.